All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches his word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to title this lesson, um, what it is. Let me see, bear with me. His end to be without honor. Slakia made no account of his labors. Yeah, because through the Spirit, I've been speaking lately on the days of Noah, because we are in the days of Noah. And that labor of building that ark, the the people who Noah warned, they didn't make no account of his labor, man. They didn't. They thought that he was doing it in vain, man. Not knowing that that was the way of salvation. That was the only way to escape the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai is by the way in that ark, man. And the same thing goes here. If you're not in that circle, man, when all hell breaks loose and ultimately when those missiles come, you're gonna be taken away, man. You know. So let me get this is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It said, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labors." And yet we stand in great boldness by preaching his word, publishing his word, declaring his word, Yahweh by Shemel Shai, telling the people that war, even and pestilences are coming on the shores of America and throughout the whole world, man. But guess what? That's foolishness unto these people, man, because they think really we are under the vibration of the so-called white man Esau Edom, and they wholeheartedly believe that America is going to be here forever. Well, we're here to disprove that by telling you that all hell is going to break loose, and ultimately this place of America is going to be nuked, by thermonuclear missiles, man. So it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for. Yeah, because that's what we're working hard for, to be delivered, man. We trying to get delivered from this place, man, and that's why we're doing what we're doing now, such as this video that I'm doing right now, because hey, I'm trying to please Yahweh by Shemi Awashai, which the videos, doing the videos is foolishness unto these people. Matter of fact, let's get that, man. Let's get that, because that was foolish. That was foolishness unto the people. What Noah was doing. They seen this man building this big ass ark, telling them that it's about to rain, which that was never heard of back then. It never rained back then. It only had the dew of the earth. In the morning time, that when the earth was watered by the dew. But the Lord Yahweh, made it rain, man. Was that was a new thing on the earth. But guess what? It's a new thing that's coming to the shores of America by the way of those missiles. That's why it's called the Virgin Daughter, man. Because she never been touched. You say, well, it was the Civil War, the Spanish America. Well, that was Edomite on Edomites, man. That was like a woman playing with herself. That cherry haven't been popped yet. But when those missiles come from those other nations, that's when she's going to be a desolate whore, man. So this is 1 Corinthians 1, and let me see. I started verse 21. It says, "For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe." And yeah, and you see the men out there on the highways and byways, because that's a commandment. Preaching the word, man, preaching the downfall of America, and to wake the Israelites up, the elect, man, because all Israel is not of Israel, man. That's foolishness unto these people, and we building that spiritual ark once again, man. Once you get to 80%, yeah, I ain't cut it down to 40 to 50%, man. The arc was huge, you know. So he got the 50% done with the arc, man. You should really consider and say, well, this man must be serious, man. It must, yeah, I mean, because that requires diligence, you know, to build that arc, man. You just can't take no break, and I mean, Noah was in fear, man. You know, so what he did, he continually to build that ark and warn the people, and that's what we're doing today, man. But you making no account of our labors. You don't consider the videos being put up. You don't consider the men out there on the highways and byways to warn you, man. Not knowing you, how about Shemel Shai? You say he comes as a thief in the night, man. And then he's going to Exodus, he was that serpent, that serpent. He's that serpent on the right hand side. When you're not gonna know that serpent was there until you got bit, man. You know what the scripture said, and no, not until the flood came. That's what's gonna happen to these people. But let me continue on back in Wisdom of Solomon 5, and I know it's some more on this First Corinthians. I'm gonna go back to it, Lord will. It says verse 3. It said, and they repenting and groaning for angels or spirits shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in the vision, and a proverb of reproach. Yeah, because you people gonna have time to think about what you did, man. When the men are being beamed up by the chariots, being delivered from the chariots, while you sit back and think, you got a 2 minute window to think about what you done before those missiles hit ground zero, man. You know, and you're gonna be cussing yourselves out. Because hey, man, when that flood happened, people had time to think, man. When they was drowning, they had time to think. It wasn't like no swift death where you get shot in the head, you die instantly. No, you gonna have time to think, man. Which that's why you gotta fear your how about shit, man. I was shy, man. You know, it says cause hey, man, it's levels to death, man. It's different levels of death, man. You know, tell you it's better to die by the sword than by the famine, man. Which that famine is a best believe, man. You gotta get on the right side of your how about Shemel Shai, man. You know, because that famine, hey, man, that's throughout all the scriptures, man. That's a heavy judgment that's gonna be placed on here in America, man. You know, what it says, verse 4: we fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot among the saints? Yeah, so it says we fools account his life madness. The same thing with Noah, man. You know, they mocked him. Yeah, I mean, he was telling them, hey, man, it's gonna rain. You gonna die if you don't get. Yeah, I mean, these people really. Matter of fact, let's get that in in Matthew's. This Matthew's 11:16. It says, but whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling to their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you and ye have not lamented. So you're not grooving to the dance that we're saying that you're Israelite. That song that we're saying that you're Israelites. But also you're not preparing yourself, mentally preparing yourself for the lamentations, mournings, and woe that are about to come. You're taking this thing very lightly. So what's going to happen? You're going to be suddenly taken, by the flood when those troops come in, kick your door down 3 in the morning. Whenever all hell breaks loose, the people are not going to be prepared, man. You know, these doomsday preppers. Well, they prepare on a physical level, but not spiritually and mentally, man. Because you're gonna need a strong belly in that day, man. You're gonna need a strong belly in that day. Which I say that your mind, you better hope and pray that Yahweh Shemel Shai will be with you on that day, man. You know, but going back to they made no account of his labors because you think that we're just doing this in vain, man. Matter of fact, let's get this in Wisdom of Solomon, third chapter. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and 1. It says, "But the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them." And yeah, because why we're trying to store our treasures up in heaven. We're trying to please Yahweh by Hashem Shai before all hell breaks loose. Matter of fact, before I continue on, precept on precept, man. Let's see. This in Hebrews, I believe. This is Hebrews chapter 6. So like Hebrews chapter 6 and 10. "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have been ministered to the saints and do minister." Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're ministering to the saints, man. We're trying to wake up the elect, man. And that's why you see us on the highways and the byways. You see that's why you see us putting up the video epistles, man. Right? Because we're servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, which that was the commandment, was to preach, man. Which that's foolishness unto these people. We're warning you people, man. We're not telling you the good things that are about to come, because you're gonna get out what you put in, man. This place, America, is have nothing but put forth wickedness, man. So evils are about to come to this place, man. You're gonna reap what you sow. So America is the you think about wickedness, you think about America, man. There's nothing here that is what's the word, off limits here, man. So you don't think Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna judge this place, man? But the point is, the Lord is not unrighteous to forget our works and labor of love, because we're going to need the Lord to think about us in that day, man. Because he's going to, it's said, the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. So it's going to be a lot of death here in America, man. So it was there shall no torment touching. Yeah, some brother might have to had to face that guillotine, but guess what? That torment is you're not gonna be tormented, man. You gotta think about what Stephen, he was getting stoned. He didn't feel that, man. The Lord put the spirit on him to hey, take that, man. Knowing that he has a reward coming. But it says, "In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace." Yeah, in the sight of the unwise they seem to die. Yeah, because we don't have lies, man. We don't have lies. Cause why? This place is, we're not of this world. We totally escape America through the spirit, man, and the mind, man. And people say, "Well, why you don't leave America?" We ain't gotta worry about that, man. Yeah, how about Shema Shai is gonna deliver us from that? That's why that's foolishness into them too. We telling them this whole landmass of America is gonna be destroyed, and they ask you, "Well, why you ain't left yet?" We ain't worried about that. The Lord is gonna deliver us by the way of those chariots, man. That's why we're gonna get front court seats to the discretion of America, man. Now you got the celebrities, they on the front court, the court row seats, they on the floor, so to speak. Well, that's how we're gonna get. All the other nations are going to see, a live show of America being destroyed, on TV. Well, we're gonna have the best seats in the house, man. In the chariots, So oh yeah, I'm continuing on. It says, "For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet their hope is full of immortality." Yeah, you see what I'm saying? This is what we're laboring for, man. This is what we're laboring for. And you don't make no account of our labors. We continue to, because you don't know what a man of the Lord really go through, man. What the scripture says, with much wisdom come much sorrow, man. Even though we are in beautiful times right now. We in beautiful times right now, but we still gotta face demons. It's just something's gonna always, him. If basically nothing's gonna go your way until we on them chariots, man. You know, and we already had that mindset. The Lord opened that us to us that we're going to catch all types of hell until we get on the chariots, man. And we know it. You know who it's coming from. Yeah, I mean, but still though, man, we trying to please you. How about Shema Shai by doing His work, you know? But let's go back to this First Corinthians chapter 1:21 again. It says, "For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High." Cause yeah, this world, the wisdom of this world is nowhere near the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord have given us a snippet of supreme knowledge, man. Just a little piece of supreme knowledge in this book right here, man. But there's many books, but you know, man. You know, it says, it pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Yeah, because we have believed the report. Just like Noah telling you that it's going to rain. Well, we believe that. We believe that America is going to be destroyed by the way of those missiles, man. That's the balance right there. That's the balance. The Lord made it rain with water. With this time, He's going to make it rain with fire. I know it tell you that in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, He's going to make it rain hell and brimstone and fire. Well, that's by the way of those missiles, man. You know, it says, for the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. But we preach Yahweh Shai crucified unto the Jews a stumbling block, unto the Greeks foolishness. Yes, yeah, because this is a stumbling block, man. You know, the Lord set it up the word you're not gonna understand. Even like, hey, when Noah said it was gonna rain, that was foolishness, man, to the people, man. They were they thought Noah was crazy, man. And then he was building an ark on top of that. He didn't just say, yeah, you gotta make an umbrella. It's no, he this man made an ark, man. You know, and it was huge. They thought this guy was crazy, but not knowing that that was the only way to be delivered, man. You couldn't. There was no other way. You climb to the highest mountain you can. It still wouldn't help, man. You know. You know, you had different beasts in the water that, man. Hey, that was a very terrible judgment, man. That was a horrible way to die. You see people drowning. You know, you seeing people getting ate by Leviathan and all these different. Cause it was, man. There's so many sea creatures. That's a whole different world, man. Esau haven't discovered. I believe they said not even 5% of the ocean species, man. You know, so that's a whole different world under there, man. You know. So it says, continue on, it says, but unto them which are called both Jew and Greeks, Yahweh Shai, the power of the Most High, and the wisdom of the Most High. It said, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than man, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than man. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men are after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. Yeah, because the Lord, He don't want everyone to get it. And then you have someone like Denzel Washington, you know what I'm saying? I Shalom, call all Yahweh Shema Shai. Everybody flock to this, man. You know, but this is a small sanctuary. This is something that's precious. This is for a limited time only. You know, and you know you gotta have a what it is. It's a limited time only, and guess what? It's this word it was reserved for only a few, man. You gotta have that ticket from the beginning, from the foundation of the world to receive this knowledge, man. You know, Lord willing, I'm part of the number, you know, to hang on to this thing, man. You know, because what's coming is hey man, it's gonna be like a time like no other, man. It's gonna outdo everything that the Lord has done to these other kingdoms, man. It's gonna outshine Egypt, man. It's gonna outshine Sodom, man. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah the five cities. You know, but it says, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Yeah, what's the foolish things of the world is what we doing now, preaching, man. That's why you have made no account of his labors. That's why you go back and website of 4 chapter said we fools account of his life madness and his end to be without honor. Yeah, because the foolishness the Most High chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. You thinking that you having an associate's degree or whatever the highest form of degree they got, basically that's a piece of paper tell you how much depth you in, but they thinking that they go to church on Sunday and they can eat whatever. Man, see how about Shema Shai gotta kill a lot of people, man, at the end of the day. At the end of the day the Lord have to kill a lot of people and the why y'all by Shema Shai, we know we know the what's the word I'm looking for? The will of the Lord, man. And we trying to help. We're trying to please Yahweh Shema Shai by preaching, man. That what Noah did when we building that spiritual ark now. And people think we're crazy, but not knowing that you're gonna be subtly taken, man. You know, and that's why if you don't get in 3 precepts, you can move on, man, because it's not meant for you. You don't want to help build this ark, or you can drown, man. It says in the base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen, yeah, the things which are not to bring to naught things that are, yeah, because we are the base things in the things that spies of the world, man. People hate us, man, because we tell them the truth. We tell them that America will be destroyed. We tell them that being a bundle of sticks is abominable, man. That a woman should be in order, man. That's what these people hate, and that's why we're despised and we're abased, man. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty much it, Aki, man. Cause the Lord, He's gonna. Matter of fact, I can end off with this, cause it's a. I said made no account of his labors. Well, it's gonna get to a point where the Lord is gonna reward us from that. Cause we had to endure that shame, man. Being we had to be brought to a lower state and all that. People see us, and we ain't no nigga no more, man. People call us bums or whatever the case may be. You see us on the streets with the sackcloth, and to this word is what it is. Matter of fact, let's get that in the loop real quick. Let's just get it in the loop. So I'm gonna chop it up. This Luke 9:27, 26, like it said, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my works, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed, and he shall come in his own glory and in his Father. Slakia. It says, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my works, of him shall the Son of Man be shamed when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. Yeah. So you can't be ashamed of this, man. You can't. You gotta openly testify Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You gotta openly preach Yahweh Shem Shai, and this is the way to do it, man. In the private sign in the sackcloth, you're gonna put your videos up. And the things that we're preaching, these people like, hey, that's ain't for me. When somebody talk about the so-called UFO, the IFO, the chariots of Most High, well, that's foolishness to these people, and these people will really think you're crazy. This guy's bugged out. Well, you can't be ashamed of that, man. You gotta embrace that, because that was Noah. He had to go through that. When he told the people it was gonna rain, that was never even thought of, man. That was never heard of in that day. But what we telling these people today is the same thing. Things that was never heard of, never thought of. They only seen it in sci-fi movies and stuff like that. Well, guess what? Those things are gonna come to life, man. But this is Second Ezra chapter 4, chapter 2, and I just started at 41. It says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. I Ezra saw upon the Mount Zion and great people who I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now they are crowned and receive palms. Yeah. So it, like I just read earlier in Wisdom Psalm the third chapter, it said their hope is full of immortality, man. Their crown of life, man. That's why we doing this to number one, to get delivered, man, and behind this, is the perks, man. Being kings and priests, and the Lord, yeah, how was shot is gonna crown us. Lord, we're gonna part that number, man. That's something that you can't really imagine, man. Because these bodies are sealing, man. We're gonna need the new bodies to even experience that, man. You know. But the point is, it's made no account of our labors, man, and it's gonna be a point where those labors are gonna come and play, man. The Lord is not gonna be unrighteous to forget our works, and we're gonna see the people who scoff to get their judgment as well. Because when Noah was in the ark, he could open that door. Same little John that was talking trash a couple weeks ago. Now he knocking on the door saying, "Open the door, Noah." Look, I'm sorry. That's gonna be over with, man. Ain't no sorry, none of that, man. It is what it is because you didn't consider. You got to consider, man. You see that the art is 80-90% done. You should be like, look, I know it's only you ain't got that much left, but look, man, you serious, man. Let me help you out. But that's what these people, man. Hey, they're gonna be taken away, man. You know. But yeah, that's it, Aki, man. I hope they edifying with all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the positive elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that sees word our true favorite Sarah. Shalom, DTA, Abad Babal.